Here's Harrison Butker out there to get this thing started. And off we go here on EA Sports. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They send the tight end in motion. And a good start on the ground. He gets 8 on the game's opener. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Herbert. Quick throw, taken in. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. A pickup of 21 on that connection. And the Chiefs have a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's into traffic, but taken in. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this pass.
And he's in! Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Davis now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Williams in motion. Herbert now on 1st down. He's got it! And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. They bring the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On second down, Mahomes. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Chiefs on top. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. They bring Chase in motion. Third and long for Mahomes. And this drive is a disaster. He goes down for a third consecutive time. On comes the Chiefs punter. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. Now fair catch is called for and made right there at the 45. At their own 46-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. On play action. Now Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. That is a big play for LA. 33 yards. They go three tight ends here on first and 10. The tight end going in motion to the left. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. They'll stick with him again. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
Five yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. Here's a run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. Now here's second and goal. He'll try to run this one in. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, LA. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense, and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Mahomes now on second down. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Once again, it's Pacheco. Finding space at the 15. He is just gashing the defense right now. 17 more yards with that one. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's first and goal. Here's Pacheco. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. Here now, second down and goal. Now a give, but here comes the reverse. And he'll go the wrong way, trying to use that speed to get out to the pylon, but he had to give ground, and they tackle him for a loss. Line of scrimmage back at the 7 for third and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's hauled in at the 2. Trying to reach for the goal line, but he's going to come up just short. Wow, that's going to set up fourth down.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will level the score at 10 apiece.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
The return starts from the 5. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Shotgun now for Herbert. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Now a timeout, Chargers here. That's their second. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now Herbert gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Herbert. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Mahomes.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. And a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Patrick to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's 1st and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10.
Now, Mahomes. They'll try to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker.
And he's into the end zone. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. And Butker on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs go up by 7. It is now 17-10. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Davis now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll begin here on the ground. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. Pistol here for Herbert. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. He's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in, because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
Second and 7. From the gun, it's Herbert. Quick throw here is complete. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing now is Herbert. He's got it inside the 5. And he is going to be out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28. Los Angeles. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. To throw is Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
At their own 19-yard line.
Now a handoff, running right. The defense stringing him out. No gain. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is Trey Hendrickson, the veteran, in there to record the sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Perhaps it didn't get all of it. Their catch is taken right around midfield.
At the Chargers' 49-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up second and 9.
Throwing is Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Henry. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Throwing now, Mahomes. This is intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30.
Mike, doesn't it just seem like year in and year out, especially on the defensive side of the ball, there's these late-round players that kind of burst onto the scene out of nowhere, and there's a reason this guy fell in the draft, but I'll tell you what, he has shown a ton of growth so far this year, and he continues to make his presence felt in the back end of this defense.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. It is second and a yard. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Two minutes to play in regulation. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. They'll run. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. So, right out of the 2-minute break, you get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll drop to throw. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 38 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll stick to the ground. He's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. That's on the guard, Zion Johnson. Second and goal. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Herbert now on third and goal. Quick throw, taken in. So here is Cameron Dicker. Dicker, the kicker in a big spot. This to grab a late lead. This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the fourth quarter. So they lead by 3 here in this fourth quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. This is 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
All right, listen, Mike, there's just certain guys in this league that just have better arm talent than others. And this is a perfect example why. Not every quarterback in the NFL can make this throw. And, man, that was impressive.
First down throw, Mahomes to the left side. Caught by Chase. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
So I still think there's plenty of time if they can get within shot of the end zone that they can go for a touchdown and try to win this thing in regulation. You always have a field goal try in your back pocket to at least tie the game and force overtime.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Taken in right side by the tight end, Johnson.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. He'll try and get there on the ground. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the first down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. To throw is Mahomes. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Here's Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs have taken a 4-point advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll run here. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. To throw, it's Herbert. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. Now he'll air one out. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
That's caught! And he's going to have the Chargers 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
Again, working deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They're able to build on the solid performance of